vision, whose energy, whose enthusiasm, and whose dedication has made the last 4 days possible. Please welcome His Royal Highness Prince Harry.
Short message from Granny. At this closing ceremony of the inaugural Invictus Games, Prince Philip and I send our heartfelt congratulations to the organisers and supporters of this competition, and most importantly, to you men and women of the armed forces who have overcome great adversity just to take part in these games. Competition over the past 4 days, I've been deeply moved by your courage, determination and talent. All of you have used the power of sport to enhance your own recovery and to raise wider awareness of the enormous challenges faced by wounded veterans. The success of these games can be measured not by medals won, but by the renewed sense of purpose and confidence in your abilities that you have gained. I send my warmest good wishes and congratulations to you all. What a phenomenal few days. I know a lot of you, most of you, can't wait for the Foo Fighters, but bear with me. I have a long list of thank yous. Thank you to all of you for being here this evening. To all of those watching at home. And to everyone else who has been to watch the games over the past 4 days. The support that you have shown to all of the competitors over these past 4 days has been truly fantastic. It has helped create an experience that they will never ever forget. Give yourselves a round of applause. None of this would have been possible in such a short space of time without a huge amount of hard work from a great many people, as I'm sure you understand. Donors, sponsors, volunteers, officials, I could go on, but I won't. It is impossible for me to name everybody involved, but I must mention Sir Keith Mills. I'm immensely grateful to him for embracing the vision and making this concept a reality. Also, to the Games Board, in particular, Sarah Donaldson, Debbie Jevons and Sir Nick Parker, who have guided the project team as they worked at 100 miles per hour for the last 7 months. To Ed, Dominic and the rest of the project team, guys, I'm really sorry for all the work, but what a success, thank you. These games have shown a spotlight on the unconquerable character of servicemen and women and their families, their Invictus spirit. On Wednesday evening, I said the games would mark the end of one chapter and the beginning of a new one. All of the competitors have tonight received a participation medal. For some, this is every bit as significant as the gold medals are to the winners. These games have been about seeing guys sprinting for the finish line and then turning round to clap the last man in. They have been about teammates choosing to cross the line together, not wanting to come second, but not wanting the other guys to either. These games have shown the very best of human spirit. Many of us here this evening have friends who have paid the ultimate sacrifice and are no longer with us this evening. We just want to take a moment to remember them. And then, there are others, perhaps watching at home at an earlier stage in their recovery, or for whom the challenges ahead still seem unsurmountable. We knew these games would inspire people to overcome their challenges, whether mental or physical, and try something they thought was impossible. A lady called Cara emailed us about the games and what it meant to her. She said, "I've struggled for 10 years with autoimmune problems, but now I feel like I can start seeing myself as someone new. Up until my awareness of the Invictus Games, I was living in memories and mourning for what I'd lost when I got sick at the age of 24. In my mind, my life was over, and I was just waiting to be done, because I felt I wasn't capable of doing or living like I used to. I'm starting to think now that my game has just begun too." These last 4 days have shown how effective sport is in recovery. It allows the mind and body to heal, but it is a means to an end, not an end in itself. So what comes next? For many of these great people, what comes next is jobs. By definition, servicemen and women are highly skilled, well-trained and motivated people. Many of those injured are young men and women with their whole lives ahead of them. For those no longer able to serve in the armed forces, the future is often uncertain. However, we should be there, ready to support them if or when they need it. For a few, sorry, this is dragging on. For a few, it's important. For a few, this may mean long-term physical and mental support, but for the majority this means fulfilling employment, not special treatment, but to be treated as they were before injury, with respect, admiration and recognition for their considerable talents. As the focus inevitably moves elsewhere, through the work of our foundation, William and I will continue to draw attention to the challenges facing all those leaving the armed forces, whether wounded or not, and ensure that they can do so with purpose, with hope and with confidence. They are a credit to our nation and to each nation here at these games. I'm almost done. Got Dave Grohl screaming at me from behind. He's not even that, he's really old, come on. 2 years ago, Britain hosted the most incredible Olympic and Paralympic Games. 2 months ago, we did it with the Commonwealth Games. And now you've done it again with the first ever Invictus Games. It's what we do, and damn we do it well. And to you guys, the competitors, wow, thank you for an awesome week. And a personal joke to Team GB. Oh Baxter, you know I don't speak Spanish, I win. Lastly, I hope other cities in Britain and indeed other countries will look at this competition, what it has meant to those taking part, and the inspiration it has given to all those watching and take up the challenge for the next Invictus Games. Finally, I want to thank all the artists who have given up their time to support the cause and come and entertain you. Thank you.
day. When it comes around, man, it's taken away. Leaves me with the feeling that I feel the most. Feeling the coming life,